All right, so good morning. It's Saturday, July 27. It's 10:20 a.m. I took a hiatus from social media. Many things have happened, but everything is fine. First of all, I want to say is in my journey today, because it's a year and 9 months and 5 days to the of this journey in my life, and but everybody has come to a gridlock, you know. Anyway, I want to talk about first about one of my gridlocks, Miss B. That's not she always gets to a stop, you know. Um, she owns Bollinger Inc., which it was formerly Bollinger Inc., which is Gallagher Inc., you know. And the owner Gallagher Inc. told her that she was supposed to help us out, her kids out and everything, you know, her family out. And she did the contrary, you know. And I found this man, and he lives in Portland, Oregon. Um, Arthur Bollinger, he's single, he's gay, he's born on August 7, 1937, and she fired all her employees, you know, people that need good workers. He lives in Salem, Oregon. I mean, a 213 Mead Place in Unit 202. He has Citibank. It wasn't very nice what she did, you know. Um, so next I have here the Colony Hotel. It was a gift from the person that passed away, from Matthew Maine, July 1st, 1990, born in Paris, Maine. We would go through on the renovations on Hammond Road and Palm Beach, and it would be called the. I already had them looking at it. It would be the Ritz-Carlton Colony Hotel, Palm Beach. It would be. The next one I have is her name was Miss John. Oh my God, hold on. I got one more thing. It happened. The NYPD was not very good with the situation, you know. Um, Johnny Depp. I found Johnny Depp in Puerto Rico in Turabo Gardens. And I found his real parents. They're alive. Oh. The Olympic Committee was owned by English Muffins and the PGA and the Tennis Association. We had to take over. It's very, very disgraceful. They were doing fake Olympics in Paris, and we don't know if any of these companies. The next one I want to talk about. But the Paris would never have the capability of hosting an Olympic game. President Macron had to reiterate that. Her name is, I forgot, I had a name, Champagne. All right, hold on Charles Jones, which Charisma Jones, the death on the corrections facility. I want to announce this today. She's a she-male. She's transgender, and they housed in the male side, in the male female side. They had to. She would have been saved. Her life would have been saved if she would have been in the seat. The arresting officer was Daniel Mason, 7/1/1997. He lives in 237 Emmett Street, apartment 2 in Forest Hills. This happened in Union Square. She asked the security guard a question, and on West 16 and 4th Avenue, he got very nasty. Well, the security guard died on July 7, 2024 at Bellevue Hospital at 10:22 p.m. Michael Landon from Negril, Jamaica, born on 7/1/1967 at 4:17 a.m. He died stage 4 renal cancer of smoking crack cocaine for over 22 years on a daily basis, and he lived on 227 Landon Street in Brooklyn. They never asked her for a real ID. Her name is Charles Jones. His name is Charles 7/1/1987, born in Jacoby Medical Center at 2:17 a.m. His mom is Marsha Lee, 7/1/1957, and Daniel Lee, 6/7/1987, of the Bronx at 237 Davis Street. His mom last spoke to Charles on June 7, 2024 at 10:17 a.m. They spoke for 72 minutes. They didn't know the lifestyle. She lived in Brooklyn. The NYPD accounts, I requested the closure of them yesterday. They were under Lander Corp. Authorized user was David Mann, 7/1/1957, born at 4:13 a.m., born in Montreal, Canada. He's a Canadian bacon. Canadian bacon means that they come from Canada. And they said, look, we do everything liberal in Canada. And they come, it's just like bacon, regular bacon. He's a Canadian bacon. They had a JP Morgan Chase account with the only authorized user of $72,182.12 and a savings of $7.2 million, and an HSBC checking account of $107,023.07 and a savings of $7.2 million, and a John Hancock on the lead lander 7/1/1957, only he could access for $7.2 million. That's the only money that NYPD has. The New York Department of Corrections also has 4, and it's on the lead lander. He's authorized to use NYP and the state corrections, and that's a conflict of interest. 7/1/1951. He has a Chase checking account of $7,128.32 and a savings of $711.2 million, which I closed, and a John Hancock of lead lander of 8/7/1951 of $2.7 trillion, which is closed too. And the Wi-Fi, the NYPD uses Marlano Technologies, that they pay $7.5 a month for Wi-Fi is in the process of being closed, and the gasoline from Amico on the Robert Lee, the owner, the resident of Frisco, Texas, a friend of Jerry Jones, is on. They pay 2.7, and they use it for personal use, and they pay people, and they bring their cars to make money, and they use last month they used a total of $13.7 million in petroleum from the Amico in College Point. And BS Software is the software they use, and they pay $17.5 million a month on it. And the office is on Miami, Florida. There's a good Miami resident, Mr. David Lee, and I requested the closure of that account as well. All right, next. And then I'm rewarding next week $17.6 million to the family of Charizma Jones or Charles Jones as a negligence of the New York Police Department and the State Department of Corrections. What causes breast cancer? From the age of 17, women and beyond need to have their nipples pacified for 17 minutes twice a week by a male-female counterpart, because it's like a hickey, and it's a lump, and it's raised, and it causes blood clots, and that blood clots can create tumors. Females, only baby girls should be lactated, and there's not milk that comes out of the breast, it's the placenta, and only female girls should be placenta on the 7th day after the pregnancy, twice for 7 minutes, and twice the following week for 7 minutes, and that's all. And cervical cancer is caused by waxing more than once a month for 7 years. You have to cut it off, you got to partition and shave or nair in between. The Colony Hotel, that one is very private for me. We are the owners of Volvo. They left us Volvo, a gay man. It was always owned by gay men, same-sex oriented men. Carl Lagerfeld was from Monroe, Puerto Rico. He was born in St. He's still alive, but he never chose. He lives on Miami Beach in 2111. He's a good guy, you know. His work is amazing. Okay. The Trevor Project is owned by English Muffins. The Suicide Project, there's a phone call with the voicemails to close down the accounts. And the Lincoln Project is also owned by English Muffins. There's no such thing as suicide. You know, heroin is the only thing. I want to talk about Sharon Kleinbaum. I saw an article. She said she was a rabbi. Sharon Lyon was born on July 1st, 1951 in Manchester, 457 a.m. She's not a rabbi. She's an atheist. She's been to Lincoln Center 7 times. She's a lesbian. She's an English muffin, born in Manchester. She lives in Puerto Rico since December 2017. She purchased a condo for $700 in Palmas del Mar Resort in Crescent Beach, Building 4, Unit 202. She has an HSBC account that will be closed. A checking account $2,123.07 and a savings of $7.1 million. And the first bank that will be closed a checking $20712 by $8.7 million. And she's to be dropped off at the nearest gas station next to Palmas del Mar and Bajo Candelario. And then I want to talk really quick on Stroud Court. They very bad with the warrants and everything. And I found the bank accounts for the Stroud Court. They under Marlboro Corp LLC under Judge Daniel Higgins, 7/1/19. He's the only authorized user. Daniel Higgins, 7/1/1967. PNC checking will be closed of $7,123.12 and a savings of $7.1 million. A Citibank under Daniel Higgins, 7/1/1967 under Marlboro Corp LLC. A checking account of $7,123.12 and a savings of $7.2 million. That will be closed. A John Hancock under Marlboro Court LLC, Daniel Higgins, with his date of birth 7.2 million, that will be closed. The Stroud Police will be closed to it. It's under Citibank Della DELLPD Corp under Michael Higgins, his brother, the judge, 7/7/1970. A checking account of $2,112.13 and a savings of $87.2 million. They under 237 Main Street, Stroudsburg, and the courthouse address for the others. And the police, Milano Software, Dallas, I don't care about the software right now. Monroe County Correctional Facility is under Dell Media, LLC. Nancy Higgins is the account, 7/10/1967. A PNC at 237 Elm Street, Stroudsburg. A PNC checking account that will be closed of $1,012.07 and savings of $8.1 million. And a Citibank under the same name, so checking account $7,183.12 and a savings of $87.2 million. And a Goldman Sachs under the same name of his wife with $7.2 million that will be closed as well. And the East Stroudsburg Court is under PNC Bank, under Lee Dell Corp LLC, under Michael Higgins, 7/1/1970. A checking account $112.13, savings of $7.2 million. That will be closed. And the East Stroudsburg Police is under PNC Bank, under PDES LLC, Michael Higgins, 7/1/1970. A checking account of $7,999.17 and a savings of $87.2 million. That's the conflict of interest, and all their bank accounts will be closed because you guys don't know how to respect people.